Hello, it's MCPE and welcome back to another episode of Simply Survival. This is the series where we like to show you tips, tricks, and tutorials, and of course, we like to do this in complete survival. Today, I am going to show you the top 3 working survival farms in the Bedrock edition. I have got all of these farms in my world, and very quickly before I continue, remember this is my opinion. You might think there are better farms that need to be on this list, and if that is the case, do not hesitate to let me know in the comments below. That being said, let's get straight on into the video. So for the purposes of this video, I am going to find a bed and actually die. Alright, my respawn point is set. I'm gonna take all valuable stuff. No, maybe not the bones. I'm gonna take all my valuable stuff out of my inventory. The rest of the stuff can just, you know, come with me. Oh yeah, I don't want to forget this. That would be bad. Now, I'm just gonna double check. Yeah, I mean, that's alright. I'm gonna make my way over to the chunk and simply jump down it. And the reason I wanted to do that, I simply just wanted a fun way to get rid of all my levels. Because the first farm we are going to be looking at today is actually a super OP XP farm. And here we are, we have arrived. Basically, my farm is kind of broken, and I'll explain why. See, at the back, this machine just doesn't work in this update. However, we're not going to be talking about this machine. I want to talk about XP banking. This is where you get a furnace, smoker, or a blast furnace, and you simply bank loads of items. For example, kelp. Obviously, it will turn into dried kelp, but all of this kelp has gone through these furnaces. Now, if you bank enough stuff in the bottom chest beneath the furnaces, you can actually get loads of XP. So, if we look now, I'm on 0 XPs. You will obviously need to set up this kind of system. The simplest way to do it is literally have a furnace and a hopper underneath with a chest. You don't even need a hopper above and a chest. You can place items in as you go. Of course, the hopper with the chest is going to be a lot faster, a lot more efficient. But yeah, all I'm going to do is simply pull out these dried kelps. Now, it's important to know that if I were to pull 64 out right now, I would get XPs, but I could make it even more efficient by just pulling out half of it. So that was a little bit delayed. I was kind of worried then. So we got 20 in one pull. I'm going to go out of the furnace and I'm going to half it again. And I'm going to see we got another 8. And I'm going to go in, half it again, and just pull as little out as I can. Straight away, we're on level 33. Pretty insane. And if I were to continue to do this, I mean, I could probably get to level 100 in no time whatsoever. Already, I'm on level 45, and I mean, can still just take one at a time out. So when there's one in there, just take one out, and then wait for the other one, and go like that. Make sure you exit out every single time. If you don't exit out like this, sometimes it just doesn't give you XP, as you can see. But then, if I were to exit out, you then get the XPs. For some reason, these two, I mean, haven't got anything in. Now, this one's already been primed. It's already had a bunch of stuff in, so this one will also work. Same for this one. If I were to grab some of this kelp, place it in here, and just wait for it to start smelting, I can actually use all 3 now and start getting XPs really, really fast. So, apparently, there's a gap somewhere in this one, so you will have to wait for it to completely fill up. But if I go like that and grab some more dried kelp, I've already got that in my inventory. If I go like this, of course, you can't put kelp in. If I use dirt just to fill the gaps in, and also go ahead and do that with the hopper as well, now I should be able to use all 3, meaning I should be able to get hell of a lot more XP. Of course, all 3 of these have been primed up, meaning they have had a lot of kelp go through them. I get a bunch of people saying, yeah, this does never work for me. And it won't work if you do not let stuff go through the furnaces in the first place. You can see after a very short amount of time, we are nearly on level 70. I think what I'm going to do is continue this till I get to level 100. And then, of course, I will show you the next farm. And after this pull, I mean, yeah, we should be on 100. That didn't take that long for saying we now have 100 levels. This XP farm is kind of insane and still very much working in the game. Like I said, it really is up to you how you feed this farm. All you need to do is literally put anything through the furnaces. You could use stone if you really want. Of course, you're going to get a little bit less XP for the stone. You could use potatoes, kelp, iron, gold, diamonds, I believe as well. I seen someone make one that was super OP just with diamonds. I think they was using it in a glitch world though. Either way, it was super OP. So let's get on to the next farm. But first, I want to go sleep. And to actually get to the next farm, we need to go to the illegal block museum, which I still haven't completed. I do need to do a little bit more work on it, but it is definitely on its way. Done a little bit more mossing. I mean, not a lot more, just a little bit. Apparently, I've missed some as well. Lol. The next farm I want to talk about is the Nether portal block farm. I did think, should I put this on the list? And then I thought, you know what? It is very, very OP. You can get so many Nether portal tiles from this farm. Like I said at the beginning, this is purely opinion based, but I think there's something about having a portal in your pocket just kind of insane. The fact that you can make a farm that gets you a portal in your pocket, I mean, it just blows my mind. I think it's cool. That's why I put it on the list. Again, if you don't feel this should be on the list, I mean, let me know. But for the most part, I am happy it's here. This is definitely an OP farm. Like I said, if you were to AFK this thing for, I don't know, a few seconds, you would have more than enough portal tiles to see you through the foreseeable future. Now, loads of people ask me, what exactly is the Nether portal block for? Well, of course, you can get to the Nether with it. If you're in a sticky situation in the Nether, you can quickly grab one out your inventory, place it down, and go to the overworld. I'm not gonna lie, I have had my game back up because of these blocks. I went through them in the end, and for some reason, it backed up. I'm not sure if this is a bug to do with Nether portals or these specific blocks being used in the end, but I've never experienced that before, and recently, yeah, it's been happening. So do be very careful if you do use this farm. I'll put the full tutorial in the description below. Now, I made a video about this the other day on my channel. This farm is truly OP. Probably one of the most OP farms there is in Minecraft. In just 5 minutes, I was able to get kitted out with all the tools and armor I would ever need, or at least for a little while. And it doesn't just stop there. You can get a massive variety of items from these guys, including XP, which is another little bonus. I did mention in the video that I posted about this farm that is a really good free money tip. Basically, if you go to a librarian villager that sells bookshelves, if you set up this farm correctly, he will sell them for 1 emerald. I think he'll let you buy 12 off him, but then he will let you sell books to him. This means if you go ahead and break all of the bookshelves, instead of having 12 bookshelves, we now have 36 books. We can go back to that exact same villager and quite literally sell him back the books for emeralds. We'll have to wait again to unlock this trade, but not to worry. We can go to any other librarian villager and they will literally buy books for 1 emerald. So we can go to this guy and he will buy books for 1 emerald. Any of these librarian villagers will buy books for 1 emerald. But I mean, the best ones are the ones that sell the bookshelves. The maximum amount of books you can get from a bookshelf is 3, especially if you've got a Fortune 3 pickaxe. At least I think that works. Then of course, all you need to do is sell the books back to that villager and you will get a bunch of emeralds. Then, I mean, you can literally buy whatever you want. I'm running low on some food, so I'll buy some food. Also, I'm stockpiling glow dust at the minute for my Elytra tunnel build, which was yesterday's video. Every single one of these trades are 1 emerald trade. This is because this is set up in the middle. This is a zombie spawner, and every time a zombie villager spawns, the prices of these guys will drop and eventually go down to 1 emerald trade. This means I can get stuff like efficiency 5 for 1 emerald. As you can see, of course, I do need a book as well, but I mean, books are really easy to get. Not only that, I can get mending for 1 emerald. This is going to come in handy a hell of a lot, as you all know. And In fact, I think I've stockpiled a few already. And of course, the same for Unbreaking 3. Not sure if I've got any stockpiled. Oh, I've got a few. That's kind of nice. But I mean, you get the gist of things. You can get quite a lot of items, and the items for very cheap as well. I think it's safe to say this is probably one of the most OP farms. Now, I did get a lot of comments saying, but how do you build this farm? You wouldn't have to build your farm exactly like this one. I showcased a way to build this ages and ages ago. I'll throw it in the description below, but all I did was literally find myself a spawner, make a little room above the top, dig 100 blocks away from my breeder, start breeding villagers, link the breeder with a trap. Before I start bringing the villagers, place a bed down in the room that I dug out above the spawner, making sure I never use this bed, and then I'm free to start bringing the villagers through. It's literally as simple as that. Again, like I said, the video is going to be in the description below. So there we have it, my top 3 farms in 1.18 so far. Of course, this might change, so I will do an updated video. That being said, I will catch you on the next one.